Good morning, Ludlow High School, and welcome to the Friday, March 28th edition of the Lions Roar. I'm Lucas Franco.
And I am Michael B. Kelly, bringing you all the latest, greatest, most epic, fun news from around LHS.
Before we start the show, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us start the show with a few announcements. The NHS Flock a Friend fundraiser is underway. For $15, you can have a flock of 15 flamingos put on your friend's yard for a day. Forms are in the main office, or you can get them from Mrs. Picard or Miss Stratton.
Attention juniors and seniors, Monday, March 31st is the last day to buy your prom ticket. Please visit the GoFan app or scan the QR code to purchase your tickets. Next week, we will be collecting table groups at lunch. Please sign up and get ready for some fantastic fun.
Your chance to buy a yearbook is running out. If you do not buy one before April, we cannot guarantee extras. So go to yearbookordercenter.com and use your code 5035 or check your email. See Mrs. K in B201 with any questions.
Student council elections are coming up for next year. Here with more information are some members from our student council.
Hi, we are the officers of the student council.
We just want to remind everyone that class officer elections are coming up, and it's a great way to get involved, and we really encourage you to run.
Speech filming will happen the 7th and 8th of April, and we wish everyone a good luck and a happy school year.
The LHS Tri-M Music Honor Society invites you to test your skills with the annual Name That Tune Challenge. Simply listen to the following song and enter your name along with the correct guess for this week's song during lunch today, and you could win. One winner will be picked at the end of the day to receive a $10 Amazon gift card. This week is your last chance to enter. Shout out to Liam Hua for guessing correctly last week, which is Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. And this week's tune features Sagefoot on the electric bass. Good luck.
Mike, how well do you know your teachers here at LHS?
You know, I think I know them very well. You know, Mr. Campbell, Miss Ivy, Mr. Hill, and Amy. I think I know them all.
Well, this week, Danny went around with a new episode of Teacher Trivia, testing your knowledge on your teachers here at LHS.
Which teacher at LHS has been working here for 14 years? Is it A, Mrs. Stratton, B, Mr. Campbell, C, Mr. Smith, or D, Mrs. Sands?
Oh, easily Mr. Campbell. I know it in my gut. I feel it.
Miss Sands.
Miss Sands.
Miss Sands. I'm gonna have to go with the GOAT, Miss Stratton.
I'm gonna have to go with Miss Stratton.
Miss Sands.
I'm gonna go with Miss Stratton.
Miss Sands.
Probably Miss Sands.
Miss Sands.
Miss Sands. Miss Sands.
Stratton. Sands.
Smith.
Which teacher at LHS can juggle? Is it A, Mr. Martin, B, Mrs. Nason, C, Miss Andros, or D, Mr. Hill?
Mr. Hill because of the name.
Mr. Hill.
Mr. Hill.
I was gonna say that. Mrs. Andros. The best teacher ever, Mr. Hill.
I'm gonna say Miss Andros.
Mr. Hill.
I'm gonna go with my best friend, Miss Andros.
Mr. Martin.
Miss Nemeth.
Mr. Martin.
Mr. Hill.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Hill.
Mr. Hill can juggle! Mr. Hill!
Mr. Martin.
And you know, I've never seen Mr. Hill juggle. But anyway, it is time for the Counseling Corner, featuring a few special guests.
I'm Faith Kerouac.
And I'm Hayden Del Rosario Rodriguez.
And welcome to this week's Counseling Corner. To any interested high school student, the UMass 4-H Career Exploration Series is offering a free webinar via Zoom on food science on April 9th from 7 to 8 p.m. The presenter, Amanda Kinchla, an extension specialist in food safety. To register for the presentation, please visit the link on the screen. RPI is offering architecture career discovery programs this summer for students interested in art, science, and technology. High school students entering 10th, 11th, and 12th grade in the fall who are interested in future careers in architecture or design-related fields and curious about the world are encouraged to apply. The first week of the course will focus on building models and making drawings by hand. The second week will focus on using the computer as a design tool. Students will be learning 3D modeling in Rhinoceros, 2D drawing, and image editing in Adobe Creative Suite. This exciting, immersive workshop will open students' eyes to architecture as a future career and provide students with an impressive portfolio piece, essential to be accepted into a premier program like RPI. The program cost is $1,850. For more information or to register, visit summer.rpi.edu. Back to you, Lucas.
Thank you, Dan Kerouac. Now, as my friend Danny would say, now let's see what's on the lunch menu next week. Unfortunately, we don't have a menu for most of next week due to it being April, but we do have Monday. On Monday, we will have tomato noodle soup, tuna and cheese grinder with lettuce and tomato, seasoned noodles, steamed broccoli, and assorted fruit.
And now let's pass it on over to Mason Moraes for this weekend's weather forecast.
Thanks, Mike. Now let's see the weather for this weekend. Today, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 56 and a low of 33. Tomorrow, there will be an 80% chance of rain with a high of 58 and a low of 42. On Sunday, there will be a 70% chance of rain with a high of 51 and a low of 40. Now on to Sam with this week's sports update.
Thank you, Mason. Spring sports are just starting up, so we do not have any sports scores to update on this week. So let's get straight into our upcoming sports for this weekend. Today, your Lady Lions softball team will bat up against Minnechaug at 4:45, and the girls tennis team will travel to Agawam for their match at 5 o'clock. It is a short and sweet one for this week, folks, but way more sports to report next week. Back on over to Michael Gelly and Lucas to close out the show.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Michael Kelly.
And I'm Lucas Franco. We hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you all in April.